Welcome back to another episode of Midwest Rampage TV. You'll be seeing this one on the opening day of the 2021 season, and I'm super excited about that. Today I have Jeromy Keehn with me. He is a wide receiver who has been with the team since 2015. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to kick this off right out the gate. So we're coming off a 2018 championship. You have an MVP under your belt. You have an all-star game under your belt. You had an Achilles injury, correct, in 2017?
Correct. Yep.
Came back from that, had a great season in 2018. You were second in receptions and yards behind just DJ on the team. I know you played with the Bucs in 2019, right?
Yep.
You had a big birthday this last winter, turning 40. So what has you coming back for another year with the Rampage?
Well, I kind of looked at 2019 as possibly my last year. I don't know, maybe didn't end the way that I wanted it to. I missed playing with some of the guys that I played with for 4 or 5 years as part of the Rampage. And when Ben and Sean and a couple other guys said they were going to try to get the Rampage back together, they asked if I wanted to come back, and I thought, what a great way to kind of go out, and this will be my last season. So this is kind of my retirement, season. So I'll take one game at a time, and when I am done, I will hang it up this time. So
I have heard that from more than one person over the last several years that has not actually been done. So we'll see.
Yeah.
One last year.
Well, this will probably be one more, especially with the high school, my role kind of increasing a little bit more at the high school coaching level.
Let's talk about that for a little bit. You do coaching at the high school level for football, any other sports, just football?
Just football at the high school
level. At
the
high school level, you have your own kids that you're coaching in different sports, including baseball. Are there any lessons that you take either from being a competitive adult athlete still back to the kids, or that you learn from the kids still and take to your game?
Yeah, I think there's one of the things is, doing the little things correctly. When I can say, when Josh asked us to do the little things as part of the Rampage to help us win, I can take that back and tell the kids, you need to do this because doing this is going to make everything better, or whatever. It's doing those little things is something I can say that I'm doing. Even when I coached back when, I was 25, 26 years old, it'd been a couple years since I had played. And when I think as a coach, a player sees you and like, well, yeah, coach, that was a couple years ago. Like it's probably changed, whatever, but when I can physically tell the guys on the football field, like, hey, I just did this 2 months ago. Like, I think there's that connection, and there's that, okay, well, I should probably listen to what he's saying because he probably knows what he's talking about and actually did it. So I think there's a little bit of carryover there.
You mentioned Coach Christensen. I know that you and he have some high school history, even you and Ben Jass. Can you throw back to high school for us for a minute?
Okay. Yes. Josh and I grew up together. He's a year younger than I was all throughout elementary school and high school. So he was one of my offensive linemen in high school. Ben was, he went to Alden, so it was kind of one of our conference rivals. I remember playing against Ben. We've talked about in the 5th grade basketball tournaments that they had in Alden and stuff. So that goes all the way back to 5th grade. Obviously played against Ben in high school. He went to Upper Iowa for college, and I went to Simpson. So actually we played against each other 4 more years. And actually when Ben approached me in this winter of 2014, early 2015, to come play, it's one of those things where I played against Ben for so long, as I thought it'd be a lot of fun to play with Ben for once. So that's kind of how I got started.
Have you played on the Alden field?
Yes. In high school, yes, we did. And junior high.
So we're bringing this back to, the small town community, being from Cal, we have that small town feel and the pride that people take in their town being active, in their sports teams, and the field being used again. Coming back to Alden, having played there historically, even though you weren't a student there, what does that mean to an athlete?
I am kind of excited to see what kind of crowds and stuff we'll have, just because, small town, there's somebody from that area, along with like myself and Josh being from, the old North Star Conference. And I'm sure there's some other guys that are locals with some Iowa Falls guys. So I think there'll be more of a community involvement and a more of a, community feeling. And especially having done the camp, I know that there's a lot of parents. And actually, I was at the track meet last night that one of the parents said, yeah, we're going to have to come over. Um, they're from Clarion. They talked about we'll have to come check out one of the games since their kid attended the camp. I think there'll be a lot more community involvement and probably bigger crowds than I think people would expect. Hopefully.
And lots of orange camp t-shirts, we hope. All right, last question. I know we're recording a little bit early, but this will go live on game day. You have some prior commitments that you won't be able to make that trip with the team. What message do you want to share with them, with the fans, as we head into this season?
Well, just looking forward to a great season. I am really excited about the guys that, former Rampage players that I know that are coming back. And I think we've had a lot of talent on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. I think it'll be a fun product to see on the field. To those guys tomorrow, good luck. Um, it's I don't care what the name says; it's still the Hogs to me. So they even have orange and black as well. So it's going to be the Hogs. For those that don't know the history, for what was it, 3 straight seasons they knocked us out of the semifinals. So it's always nice to go out and take a little bit of revenge on that team. So good luck tomorrow, guys, and I will see you next week in Alden for the home opener. Hopefully we'll be 1-0, and then we can look for 1-0 at home as well.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
You bet. Thank you. Also, don't forget to check out the Midwest Rampage TV on YouTube. We also have the pages on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.
Be sure to visit our website at www.midwestrampagefootball.com. Subscribe to all our social media channels, and we'll see you next time.